I lied about loving him. There's a cruelty in silence, but there's a cruelty in words too. For years, I told him I love you when I didn't mean it. I said it because it was easier, because it was safer, because breaking his heart felt harder than betraying mine. And that lie became the cage we both lived in. When we first met, I thought it might be real. He was kind, attentive, the sort of man who noticed the little things, the way I liked my coffee, the way I bit my lip when I was nervous, the songs I hummed without realizing. He gave me the kind of affection I'd always wanted, and I told myself attraction would come later. That if I stayed long enough, love would grow. But love doesn't work like that. It doesn't grow in lies. The first time he told me he loved me, his voice shook. He meant it with every fiber of his being, and I knew he was handing me something fragile and pure. And instead of telling him the truth, I said it back. 3 words that became chains the moment they left my mouth. 3 words that set us both on a path I couldn't turn from. At first, I believed the lie might save me. That maybe I could trick myself into love, that repetition could create reality. Every morning, every night, I said it like a prayer, waiting for belief to bloom. But every kiss felt empty. Every touch felt hollow. Every promise felt like another thread tying me tighter to something I didn't want. He built a life around us, plans, dreams, a future. He introduced me as the love of his life, and people believed him because he believed it. And I played my part. Smiles at dinners, holding his hand in public, telling his family how lucky I was. Behind closed doors, I sat in silence, wondering how much longer I could keep the performance going. The worst part was how good he was to me. If he had been cruel, if he had hurt me, maybe I could have justified leaving. But he was gentle. He listened. He gave me the kind of love people beg for. And that made my lies sharper, heavier, unbearable. Because the truth wasn't that I didn't love him, it was that I couldn't. And every day I stayed, I stole years from both of us. I watched him sacrifice for me. I watched him celebrate me. I watched him believe in a future I knew would never come true. And every time I said the words back, I could see a light in his eyes that I knew didn't belong there. I gave him hope when I should have given him honesty. I gave him comfort when I should have given him freedom. By the time I realized I couldn't keep it up, it was too late. Too many years had passed. Too many lies had stacked up, one on top of another, until the truth was buried so deep it felt impossible to dig out. And when I finally told him, when I finally admitted that I had never loved him the way he loved me, the look on his face broke me in ways I didn't think possible. It wasn't anger. It wasn't rage. It was devastation. It was betrayal. It was the kind of pain you can't undo with apologies. He looked at me like I had stolen his life, and in a way, I had. I lied about loving him, and in doing so, I stole years he'll never get back. I kept him tied to a future that was never real. I let him believe in something that didn't exist, because I was too afraid to face the loneliness, too weak to walk away.